honored to greet and welcome with you the Green Sheikh. The Green Sheikh, a royal changemaker, engineer, and soul-driven leader inspiring global action for a just, sustainable, and compassionate world. Welcome here in the show.
Thank you, Anabel.
Honorary Excellency Sheikh Abdul Aziz bin Ali Al Nuaimi, known globally as the Green Sheikh. You aren't just a royal from UAE, you are a force for planetary healing. With a PhD in environmental and industrial ecosystems and a past in petroleum engineering and military training, your journey from the inside of the system to becoming one of the most powerful change makers of the world is both unexpected and inspiring. Through the Green Sheikh Academy, environmental diplomacy, and spiritual activism, you bridges the word between science and soul, tradition and innovation, East and West. Today, I'm happy to see and welcome the man behind the mission, a visionary whose life is a testament to leading with humility, hope, and purpose. So, again, welcome.
Thank you, Anabel.
So, if we start with the first question, what was a defining moment that made you shift from petroleum to planetary care?
First of all, thank you for this opportunity, and I'm so happy to share the thoughts, the experience, and the question you asked me. The changes or the transformation, what it happens, the more I'm becoming mature, the more I understand what's happening around me and around the world. When I was the age of 26 years old, I really work on oil and gas, and I found out oil and gas is not just a problem, is how we proceed, how we can make a minimum impact. So I transform the mindset of just making, producing, okay, there are production, but how we can minimize the impact. Then I decided to change the shift from that into something I can be a stewardship, and even if I'm engineer, because I know the solution. If I know the solution, I can solve the problem. So when you want to know, understand heaven, you have first to go to hell to appreciate what heaven means. So exactly this is my tipping point. I really transformed from a polluter to protector.
It's great. I mean, reading your story, it gives me really goosebumps always because I wished that you are a role model for everybody in the world, for everyone in the world. Um, and I mean, you said in one meeting we had or one discussion we had that it is also your experience of the nature which changed the way you see the world. Can you describe this moment in nature or this moment which made you understanding that the world needs you more than just in the petroleum and needs you more as a role model and as a change maker?
Nature give us food, shelter, air, oxygen, many resources we have taken them for granted. And those resources are so powerful. You know, the air telling us, hey, I'm treasure for you. Don't explode. Don't consume too much. Take what exactly what you need, not what you want. And nature have a lot of answers we are looking for through science, through faith, through wisdom, we could find. So nature is another school of thought, another school of wisdom. It is, they call it Mother Nature, you call it Earth, you call it, it is designed to survive you, not to survive just the Earth. So the nature give you unanswered questions. You see the creatures of animals, how they behave, how they move, how they collaborate. This is so profound to learn from nature and from the earth. It is encyclopedia of knowledge and wisdom.
I like very much how you combine scientific entrepreneurship and also wisdom behavior. And I mean, I see it here in the Western world that it's somehow hard to combine this. Often spiritual wisdom is combined with esoteric or religion. How do you balance spiritual wisdom with scientific responsibility?
You know, spiritual wisdom, you need it. For me, as a Muslim, or if you are a Christian, or if you are any other tradition, you put your
Mhm.
faith on one hand and put the facts, data, science on other hand. And you look to them, they are aligned. They are complement each other. If you are really wise to see the whole picture. If you don't see the whole picture, you will see only either faith or science, but both complement each other. What I say, you put one hand on that divine faith, and the other one is about data, information, science, technology. That's, the science itself cannot solve a problem. The technology cannot. We can need more holistic picture to see the more proper way of our life, challenges.
This is very wise. And I would love to know also the story behind founding of the Green Sheikh Academy. And of course, I would love to visit it, um, knowing all this about you. But can you tell us a little bit about the story and also about the development of this academy?
Sure. Well, the Green Sheikh Academy started actually when I was 6 years old, but I have no idea about what academy is. I can see my father. My father is like the founder of the academy. How he trained the nobles of birds, the falcons. By himself, he I don't know exactly, but approximately more than thousands of falcons he trained. So I was a young, seeing my father has that passionate, the connection between him and this noble bird and the nature. So I understand how my father really transformed that falcons into something really with the passion and purpose. Then when I grow, I understand, I learn, I got the idea of my father, how I can train young people to be falcons, to be stewardship for the planet. And this big
Yeah.
question started. Just
Yes.
one second. Yes. The big question started, you know, who will lead when we are gone? So when I
Mhm.
leave from this life, who's going to lead? And the hope is the young generation. So we need to guide them, transform them, put them on the first line so they can really see the planet from different perspective. They are enthusiastic, they have a hope, but also us adults, people who are in royal family, people who are entrepreneurs, people who are scientists, always talk about the children, the youth, because they will take our place soon or later. So what we going to leave for them? Not just to leave them the earth, to leave them the wisdom and the ethic. So I created grow ethical change maker. I want to be very authentic with integrity. When I say integrity, is doing things without people seeing you and
Mhm.
serving without people expecting that is very important. So I do exactly. I have no intention of any agenda. Very pure intention. Very clean from my heart, clean from my mind, clean my soul. Even for all young people and the community who want to evolve to be authentic leaders, really they can transform from ego system to ecosystem, and from then ecosystem to a whole and holy system. And if we want that, we will understand the planet, the whole planet is a holy planet.
This is very wise, as I think a lot of people are sticked in this ego system still. They don't listen to people, they're just about answering. They don't listen to people, they're just evaluating. They don't just listen to people, they have already an idea about the people and don't let them yeah, talk, inspire, motivate, engage them. Um, we have a lot of young people here in the region which feel really powerless, which feel really fearless, but also powerless because they have the feeling that we lost already the climate crisis. What would you say to those who feel powerless? Is there a place for them in your academy? Is there a
Yes.
chance for them?
Yeah, always there's a place, if we feel that's powerless, then we have to go back to basics. What the basics is simplicity. Back to start small. Don't think too much. Don't think about people all around, what they are doing, destroying, whatever. Think about yourself, how you can change the world with a small act. You could plant a tree. You can seed something. You can smile on a face of an old person. You can help an old woman crossing the road. You can go and see a woman in the hospital. She's surviving, or she's just before she died from cancer. Just bring her a hope. When you do those small acts, you're touching people's life. When you're touching people's life, you will feel so the happiness and the power, and you can stand back from reform to becoming perform.
That's that's really great. Also, that you teach that the goodness and also the spirit is in the small little things, in the small thankfulness, in the small moments which can sparkle the whole day and even more, and change the way you do. Right?
We need to fuel our soul, because our soul cannot be fueled by food, by money. We need to fuel our
Mhm.
soul by helping, by serving, by using our compassion to others. We all people, we share all language, same language. We can cry together. We don't
Yeah.
need barriers. We don't need translator. We can cry, we can laugh, we can joy together without even speaking.
Yeah. This is right. And if we go into, I mean, you're seeing the whole system at people. You're also talking about fasting. Can you explain your idea behind fasting, as this is such much more than just not eating something?
Fasting is not just intimate fasting for health, for well-being, but fasting have a different layers. The ultimate layer is the faith fasting, the divine fasting. You're coming from tradition, you stick to your faith, because faith allowed you to tell you about fasting to eliminate from food and water. Fasting is going to generate new cells in your system, combat cancer and another disease, give you more. Who designed 3 meals a day? Who designed? If you ask yourself, who designed
Exactly.
breakfast, lunch, dinner? There is no a meal. We born as a hunter. We
Mm,
born as a hunter. We eat when we hunt. So we could stay 3 days, no food, no anything. So we already fast. So fasting is the default. The
mm,
best wonderful food in the entire life is fasting, because fasting you keep your system cool, calm, and really generate new cells to becoming better life, better person, new system, and be more light. So the
mm,
fasting is, we have a tradition from as Islamic tradition, the Ramadan, and
mhm,
also we do fasting voluntarily through the whole year. For me, I do 30
mm,
years compulsory, and another 30 years voluntarily. I choose when it's full moon, I fast 3 days when it's full moon. And this is
mhm,
very powerful, because our
yeah,
body has 72 or 71% of water. So
mhm.
when it's full moon, you have high tide and low tide in your system. So you're becoming stressful. You're becoming a temper. So you need to fast to calm down and to regenerate a new calmness.
This is how you describe it. Shows how deep you are connected to the planet. If you could share one truth with every person on the planet, what would it be?
Compassion. I think compassion, taking
Mhm,
care of this planet. When you walk lightly. When you
mhm,
throw, don't throw anywhere. When you see a tree, think about the tree. It has a roots, it has a stem, it has
mhm,
branches. Remind you to your family. You have roots, you have a
mhm.
stem, you have a father, you have a mother, you have branches, your offsprings, you have fruits. This is what exactly their talent. So exactly when you see that tree, our monies come from the tree. So even the money itself becoming material, it's originally natural resources, come from a tree, coming from leaves.
Yeah.
This is what I see from my
This
perspective.
this is very wise, and thank you so much that you shared some insight with us. I hope that we could continue the time, and we need another talk with you. Really,
Sure.
it
No,
was it was so great to have you, and I
sure.
really enjoy every second with you.
My
So
pleasure.
looking very much forward to see you again in person, and hopefully in one of our next radio shows again. So you made the weekend here for us.
Thank you.
So to all of you who are listening now, don't hesitate to get involved and don't hesitate to listen not only but to shape and to shape the world a better place. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'll be happy to see you again and to talk with you again, personally or through
Yes.
radio, whatever.
Me too. Thank you so much for the
Yeah.
things you do. Thank you so much for being with us. And thank you so much for sharing these truths and insights with us.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Anabella. Thank you for your team as well. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Together we rise.
Thank you. We make a wave together.
Yes, this is important. We should stand together, connecting the dots and making it as powerful as a stone gets into water and connects with others.
With you, with them, will be so powerful.
Yes, we will do.
Thank you.
Thank you.